So welcome everybody to our morning yoga. So making your way, I'm gonna make my way back. Make your way back to your mat. And just begin to settle in. I'm just going to turn my music off. And I'm going to just ring my bowl to signal the beginning of our class. And again, everybody, welcome to our yoga. I'm really happy to see everybody. So we'll spend about 45 minutes just relaxing and helping ourselves in many ways. So today our focus is going to be on neck and shoulders. So we carry a lot of tension in our shoulders and in our neck. So we had done our hips one day. We had done a yoga class on hips, and I heard some feedback. You know, people liked kind of focusing on one part of the body. So, you know, perhaps setting your intention to allow your neck and shoulders to relax, a place that we carry a lot of tension and tightness. So as we begin, take a nice, big, deep inhalation through your nose, out through your mouth as you say, ah, allowing your shoulders to settle, allowing the back body to settle. And just take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice starting at the top of your head, scanning quickly, no need to take a lot of time, but just scanning quickly to see, to check in with parts of the body. You know, is your forehead and facial muscles tense? Are your neck and shoulders tense? Or maybe they're relaxed. It's all individual. Check down through the heart center and the belly. Are you holding any tightness or gripping in the belly, and the hips and the legs and the feet? And just notice. And now bring your breath, bring your attention to your breath. So just noticing, being an observer, noticing on the inhalation, perhaps cool air. Notice it passing through the back of the throat, maybe into the chest, into the belly. And on the exhale, notice that maybe the breath has been warmed by the body. And so just follow the breath, inhaling all the way in, noticing where the inhalation changes to an exhalation, and exhaling all the way out. And just notice the breath as if it was a gentle wind through the trees. So just blowing and ruffling the leaves, and then exhaling, and the breeze is gentle. Just follow the breath for a few rounds. And notice the state of the breath also. You know, we notice how our bodies feel. Notice how your breath feels today. Is it getting stuck anywhere? Notice where you feel the breath. You might feel it in your nasal passages, or in your throat, or in your chest, or maybe all the way down in your belly. And just notice the most prevalent spot that you feel or notice the breath. And We'll begin by floating our arms up overhead, as we usually do. And we'll just stretch out through our fingertips, down through our body and out through our toes. We'll lift the left arm and the right leg off the mat a few inches and just hold them hovering in the air and release them to the mat. Inhale the right arm and the left leg up off the mat. Allow them to just hover. Notice the feeling in the arm and the leg. Release them to the mat. We'll do the left arm and the right leg again. So lifting them into the air. Notice the heaviness of the arm and leg. You can wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes and just notice the feeling in each of those limbs. Release to the mat. Lift the right arm and the left leg up now. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Notice how each of those extremities feel. Release to the mat. Float your arms down and just bend your legs and bring the soles of your feet to the mat. We'll place our feet on either edge of the mat and we'll inhale, and as we exhale, allow the knees, both knees, to drop to the right. Inhale them to center. Allow them on the exhale to drop left. We'll just start very easy, just waking up our hip joints. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Pause for a moment. Notice, are you gripping in your jaw or in your shoulders? Inhale, exhale the knees to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale to center and come to stillness. Bring the feet into the air and hug the knees to the chest. Make some small circles on the ceiling with your hands on your kneecaps. Just rotate your knees around 5 or 6 times one direction and reverse the direction, 5 or 6 more rotations. Bring the feet back to the mat. Interlace the hands, the fingers, and bring the hands behind the head. So our elbows are out wide. And we're just going to lift the nose toward the ceiling. So engage the core, press into the soles of the feet, and then lift just the head and shoulders straight up. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you replace your head on your mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, replace your head. So we're drawing the belly button in towards the spine on the exhale and lift. And just continue at your own pace, using your breath. So as you lift, contract, bring the belly button in, and on the inhale, release your head back to the mat. Keep the elbows out wide. And do as many as is comfortable. Feel a little heat in the belly. And once you are finished, you can float your arms up over your head. And then just again, sway your knees from left to right, just very gently to release the lower back. Use your breath. So remembering we inhale to center, we exhale to either side. And then bringing yourself to stillness, float your arms back down by your side, and we'll just cross the right leg on top of the left, so stacking the knees. Shift the hips to the right an inch or two. Allow the knees to fall to the left. If it's comfortable with your neck, you can look away from your knees. And just allow your body to release. Again, notice how your body is feeling. Notice any tension in your facial muscles. Bring your breath there and allow those muscles to relax. Our focus today is our shoulders, so allow the shoulders to be heavy on the mat. And see if you can release any gripping you might be doing and allow your body to be completely relaxed. And then inhale your knees back to center as you uncross them. And then stack the left knee on top of the right. Shift the hips slightly to the left and allow the knees to fall to the right. And if you did so on the other side, look away from the knees and allow the entire body to release and be heavy on the mat. Make any adjustments you might need so that you completely release. And then inhale your knees back up to center as you uncross your legs. Bring your knees in towards your chest, rocking from side to side. And again, placing your hands on your kneecaps, making some circles on the ceiling with your knees. And make the circles as small or large as you'd like, massaging the area of the back that especially is needing attention today. So small circles will reach the lower back, medium-sized circles will reach the mid-back, and then nice loose large circles will reach the shoulders. And since we're focusing on the shoulders, maybe doing some nice large circles and being mindful of massaging those shoulders. And then at some point, reverse your direction, making some nice loose large circles going in the other direction. And then slowly spiraling down, if you'd like, to medium and small circles. It's up to you. And again, just noticing if you're gripping or holding tension in your face or in your neck or in your shoulders, and release. And as you're ready, we'll make our way up to seated. So either turning to your side and pushing yourself up or rocking up. And coming up to Sukhasana or easy pose, I'm going to sit on the edge of my blanket to allow my knees to release towards the earth. So I'm not sitting up on top of it. This would be on top of it, and sitting on the edge of it allows my knees to come a little closer. And so since our focus is head and shoulders, neck and shoulders, we're going to make some nice shoulder circles. So we're going to bring our shoulders up towards our ears, back and down. And so we'll just continue with some nice exaggerated shoulder rolls. And just notice how your shoulders are feeling. Do 3 or 4 one way, and then reverse your direction. And see if you can feel all the muscles in the shoulders. Using your breath, remembering when we bring our shoulders up, inhale, exhale, down. Inhale the shoulders up, exhale down. And then come to stillness. And we'll just do some head and neck rolls. So just dropping your chin to your chest, and then just making some nice mindful movements with your head, rolling gently around, noticing any areas that hold a little more tension, and then spending a little bit of extra time by toggling the head back and forth in that place. And at some point, reverse your direction. And it helps to close your eyes so you can really notice and focus on the neck. And at some point during this, you can bring your head up to neutral and take a nice inhalation. On the exhalation, see if you can just turn and look out over your shoulder. Return to center and sit up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale as you look out over the other shoulder. And we're just moving mindfully, slowly, and noticing how our head and neck are feeling. We'll bring our chin to our chest, and then we'll look up at the ceiling. Bring our chin back to our chest, and then look back up at the ceiling. Bring your head to neutral. Bring the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Inhale up. Bring the left ear down to the left shoulder. Inhale up. We'll make some nice big arm circles now. So we'll take our left arm as if you're almost tracing a hula hoop. So just nice mindful circles. Notice how your shoulder is feeling. So we inhale the arm up, exhale it down. Inhale the arm up, exhale it down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale up, exhale down. Now notice how that shoulder felt. And then we'll take the opposite arm. So inhale the other arm up, exhale back. Nice range of motion, but be very mindful and slow about this movement. You can get a lot of information if you're mindful, if you're noticing, and then reverse your direction as you're ready. And without judgment, when you notice something about your body, just mentally make a note. And then next time you're doing something with your shoulders and you notice, maybe a little tightness in one or the other, maybe give it a little extra attention. One shoulder might feel tighter than the other. We're going to come to eagle arms now. So we'll bring our left arm in an L. We'll extend our right fingertips away, so really stretch them away, and then sweep that right arm under so the elbows are stacked. And then as best you can, bring the palms together. And if the palms don't come together, no need to force them. Bring your elbows away from your body. So I'm kind of pulling the elbows away, and then I'll inhale up and really feel the stretch across the top of the shoulders, and exhale down. Just mindfully notice how the shoulders are feeling and enjoy the stretch if it feels, like it's stretching gently. No need to do anything that doesn't feel good, but you want a little stretch. Inhale up and exhale down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale up and exhale down. Undo the arms and maybe shake them out a little bit. We'll make an L with the right hand, right arm. Extend the left fingertips away, really extending away, and then sweep the left elbow under the right and bring the palms together as best you can, or the forearms together. Bring the elbows away and then inhale up and exhale down. Just listening to your own body. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. One more time. Inhale up and exhale down. Release the arms gently. And you might want to do some shoulder circles again. And then we're going to take the left arm across the body and just press that elbow with our right forearm. So we're just getting a stretch across the back of the left arm. So just a gentle stretch. Keep the breath flowing. This is not much of a motion, but you can feel the stretch across your back. Release, and then bring the right arm across the body and bring the left arm, the crook of the left elbow, and pull the arm slightly back. Feel the stretch and allow your breath to flow. So keep the breath moving in a gentle in and out rhythm. No need for you to do anything with the breath, but we don't want you to hold the breath. Just let the breath flow freely. And release. And we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back and squeeze our shoulder blades together. So just squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keeping the breath flowing again. We tend to want to hold the breath when we're holding the body still. I think it's just kind of a natural thing. And release, undo the fingers. And then we're going to inhale the arms up, gaze up at the fingertips, sitting up nice and tall, and twist towards the right as you bring the hands down. Left hand on the knee and right hand behind you. Inhale up, stretching through the fingertips. Exhale left as you bring the hands down. Inhale up. Exhale the hands down, sitting up with a nice tall spine. Inhale up. Exhale left. And then return back to center. We're going to bring ourselves gracefully to table now. If you want to have a blanket under your knees, maybe I'll do that today. So we'll come to our table. So our wrists underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hip points. And we'll just come into a nice, easy cat-cow. So drop the belly, send the heart forward, spread the collarbones as you gaze forward or gaze up. Exhale, press the floor away from you as you round the back, your belly button towards your spine. Inhale, forward. Exhale, push the floor away, round your back, belly button to spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, push the floor away as you round your back. Bring yourself to a nice neutral, flat back. And we'll come into a cat balance. So we'll send our right leg back. We can point through our toes and send our left fingertips forward. So press into the shoelaces of the left foot. Spread the fingers wide in the right hand. And really see if you can stretch as if someone was giving a gentle tug on your fingertips and a gentle tug on your toes to lengthen. And then release. We'll take it to the other side. Stretch through the left toes and the right fingertips. Again, spread the left fingers so you can press into the mat. Press into the shoelaces of the right foot. And stretch through the fingertips and the toes of the right and left, right arm and left leg. Keep the breath flowing. Release to the mat. Bring the big toes together. Walk the hands above your head if it's comfortable. And bring your forehead to the mat for extended child. Just take a nice deep breath here. And then we're going to lift the head a little bit and walk the fingertips towards the left. So almost walking the fingertips off the mat. And feel the stretch in the right side, the right rib cage and the right arm, right shoulder. And then lift the head and walk the fingertips off the mat to the right. Rest on your forehead. And feel the stretch in the left side. And if this isn't comfortable, you can bring your hands closer to your head so that your arms are bent. And then lift the head, walk the hands to the center, and replace the forehead on the mat. Take a nice deep breath here. Walk the hands back towards the face. Bring the knees together. And we're going to come into thread the needle. So we'll start from our table. We'll inhale the left arm up towards the ceiling. Look up if you can. If your neck allows, sweep the hand back to the mat. Inhale that left arm up towards the ceiling. Gaze up at the hand if the neck allows. Bring the hand down. And on this last time, we'll come into thread the needle. So inhale the arm, fingertips towards the sky. Sweep the hand down and underneath that right arm as you bring your left cheek to the mat and your left shoulder to the mat. And you can walk that right hand up above your head if you'd like. Or you can keep the hand as in the same place that it was resting. If you'd like, you can walk your right fingertips around to meet the left hand. So the palms of the hands meet. Feel a stretch in that left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale. Take that right hand, press the palm of your hand right next to your face to push yourself out. And we'll come to a neutral table. And again, we'll inhale the right arm up to the sky. Release the hand to the mat on the exhale. Inhale the right arm, right fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale that hand to the mat. Last time, inhale the right hand up towards the sky. And on your exhale, sweep that right arm underneath the left, right palm facing up as you slowly bring your right cheek down to the mat for thread the needle. So you can keep that left hand where it is, or you can walk it up on your mat above your head, and you'll feel just an additional stretch in your shoulders. And then you can then walk that left hand so that it meets the right hand, so palms are together. Take a nice deep breath. Bring the left hand next to your face, the palm pressing into the mat as you come out of the pose. Bringing yourself to a neutral table again, we'll come into our down dog. So curl the toes under, press the hips up towards the ceiling, come up onto the toes, and then settle back towards the heels and alternate bending knees. So walking the dog, just kind of stretching out the back of the legs a little bit. And the knees can keep a little bend in them. So spread the fingers wide so that you're pressing into the back of all 10 knuckles. You can straighten the legs now if it's comfortable, and press the back of the calves, the back of the thighs towards the back of the mat. And just rest here in down dog. You can also come down to your knees at any time. And then you can come forward to plank, and you can also be in half plank like this, or full plank like this. And just press into the heels and into the back of all 10 knuckles. You can even claw at the mat a little bit with your hands to take a little pressure off the wrists. So we'll just hold here for a few moments. Come down at any time. And when you do come down to the knees, you can sit back on the heels, and you can keep the knees together this time, and then bring the hands on either side of your hips with the palms facing up. So the shoulders roll forward. And this is a very restful, relaxing pose. Just notice the breath. Feel the belly press into the thighs on the inhalation, and feel the belly soften on the exhalation. Just feel all tension just melting out of the body. And we're going to inhale ourselves up, bring our head off the mat, and we're going to come to Tadasana. So you can curl the toes under, come up onto your toes and come to standing, or just come to your knees and make your way up to standing. Okay. So we're going to come from Tadasana, so we remember Tadasana is a nice strong pose. So just to remind you, you rock from side to side, you find all four corners of each foot, you lift up through the instep, through the knees, through the thighs. So nice strong lower part of the body. And the upper part of the body is relaxed but strong. So bring your belly button in, bring your shoulders up, back, and down, and allow the arms to dangle. Extend through your crown and allow your chin to be parallel to the earth. So you feel balanced, you feel strong, you feel balanced. So a nice posture to come to just to bring yourself back to balance. So we're going to come into Trikonasana. So we're going to spread our feet on our mat and send our toes on the right foot so that they're pointing toward the short end of the mat. So your stance can be a little bit shorter than warrior, warrior. So your stance can be a little bit shorter, and you're going to square your hips to the long end of your mat. And if you look down at your feet, your front heel, if you traced a line, would meet at the instep of your back foot. Okay, so standing up nice and tall. Inhale your arms up so that they're parallel to the earth. And we're going to reach forward with the right hand, reaching and sending the torso forward towards the short end of our mat. And then when you have reached as far forward as is comfortable, rotate that front hand down wherever it lands. We don't want to push on the knee, but the calf or the thigh. And then we're going to take our left hand and put our hand on our waist, and we'll open up that top shoulder, that left shoulder, as we gaze towards the ceiling. And if that's not comfortable, you can just look forward. So we're opening up that left shoulder, using the strength of our legs, using our breath for triangle pose or Trikonasana. And inhale up, bring your feet parallel, send the left toes so that they're pointing to the left side of the mat. So we're going to do it to the other side. Inhale our arms up so that they're parallel to the earth, and then reach with that left hand. Reach, I'm going to touch my flowers. Reach, reach, reach until you can reach no further. Rotate that left hand down wherever it lands. Take the right hand to the waist, and then turn the head, if your head allows, gaze up towards the ceiling or towards the sky. Bring that right shoulder back. Keep the breath flowing. If the neck bothers you, just look forward. Inhale to center. Bring the feet parallel. Interlace the fingers behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then lead with your chin and lead with your chest as you come forward, forward, forward. The hands will come off the back. And the crown of the head might be pointing towards the earth. You can bring a micro bend to the knees. No need to have the knees completely straight and locked. And notice the shoulders. And then inhale, slowly up. And do the hands, maybe shake the arms out. Heel toe the feet together. And then we'll inhale the arms up, turn the palms away from each other. As you float forward, you can bring a bend to the knees. And just hold on to the opposite elbow. And just sway the hips and the arms and the shoulders from side to side. So the knees are slightly bent. And then place your hands on either side of your feet. If you'd like to bring your blanket to your mat or your towel so that you're nice and comfortable, you could do that. And then we'll lay back on our mat, on our backs. We'll bring our knees to our chest and just rock from side to side. And if you would like, you can complete your practice by coming into either happy baby. Remember, grabbing either edge of your feet, the outside edge, and your knees are pressed towards your shoulders. You can come into this pose if you'd like, or you can just rock and move the knees around, rock from side to side, massaging your back. Or if you'd like, you can bring your hands under your sacrum, the lower part of your back, and send your feet up towards the sky so that the soles of the feet are pressing towards the sky for waterfall. Or if you'd like, you can just go right into Shavasana. So Shavasana with the legs apart, the toes are pointing towards the edges of the mat. The arms are away from the body in an upside down V with the palms facing up. And the shoulders are resting comfortably on the mat along with the back body, the back of the head, the length of the spine, back of the legs. And once you're in Shavasana, take a nice deep cleansing breath, the biggest breath you've taken in all day. And then exhale as you say, ah, and settle the shoulders and settle the back body. Resting your eyes, resting your facial muscles, resting the back of the arms, back of the shoulders, the length of the spine, the back of your bottom, back of your thighs, back of your calves, your heels. Feel the back body touching the mat. Release on each exhale so that the body is heavy and completely relaxed. Each exhale, just sink a little deeper. Gently scan your body, looking for any tension you may still be holding. Bring the breath to that place. And with the exhalation, allow that area to release all tension, melt, and be completely soft. I am going to invite you to bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, which is prayer pose, so the palms together. We'll bring our thumbs to our third eye, so between our eyes. May you think kind thoughts. Bring the thumbs to your lips. May you say kind words. Bring your thumbs to your heart center. And may you feel love and kindness and peace toward all beings. Namaste.